Welcome to lecture number 59, Historical Topic 6.5, Technological Innovation. The theme is Work Exchange and Technology. This is a short lecture with one learning objective and one key concept. The learning objective says, explain the effects of technological advances in the development of the United States over time. The key concept says, businesses made use of technological innovations and greater access to natural resources to dramatically increase the production of goods. Here's a list of technological innovations that we see during this time period. The telephone, which was invented by Alexander Graham Bell, adding machines, which were calculators, and the invention was then refined further to yield the first cash register. The Bessemer process was a way to make steel faster, cheaper, and stronger, and steel is the main driving product that pushes the American economy in the late 19th century. Railroads and trains are made from it. Later skyscrapers and elevators are also possible because of it. It's a useful source of comparison to the previous period of industrialization that occurred in the early 19th century, where the driving product of economic growth was cotton and textiles. Consumer cameras begin to be sold by the Eastman Camera Company, or later known as Kodak. An example of what one looked like early in the 20th century is on the top right of the screen. They used to be called brownies because they were brown boxes with a roll of film inside of it. Once all the film had been exposed, the customer would send it to Kodak to get the pictures developed. Other new inventions include the elevator invented by Elisha Otis and the adaptation of electricity for light and other inventions. All of these technological developments in some way can make communication faster, and some of these are consumer products that people are able to buy. Both have an impact on the driving growth in the economy. Two very important inventors during this time are George Westinghouse and Thomas Edison. They get into what is called the current wars to determine which type of electric current the United States is going to adopt as their standard. George Westinghouse advocated for alternating current, and Thomas Edison advocated for direct current. Eventually, the United States chooses alternating current for some of the safety features and convenience features of it. The image of the elephant on the screen is actually part of a moving picture that the Thomas Edison Company produced using an early film video camera. The elephant was a circus elephant that had killed a spectator and is sadly being euthanized through electrocution in Coney Island. At the time, it was thought to be the most humane way of killing an animal. Various aspects of this picture encapsulate the era as the use of electricity and moving pictures are on the rise, and it's happening at Coney Island, a place made possible by the growing disposable income of workers seeking attractions. The increased production also resulted in the increase of a consumer economy. There are two new major ways that consumers buy goods. First is the rise of department stores. The Macy's department store was the very first one in New York City. They were stores that sold a variety of goods separated by different departments, hence the very creative name. Woolworths and Sears are other department store companies that also grow throughout this period. The second major way in which consumers had access to buying products was through mail order catalogs. The Sears Roebuck catalog was the most common one. They were the size of books and had just about every product one could find in a department store available for purchase through the catalog. They made it so people that lived far away from a department store could also purchase the same goods. Customers could fill out the order form included in the catalog, send in a money order or a check, and then they would receive their products. It was the 19th century version of Amazon Prime, and everything was transported through the rail system, so there wasn't two-day shipping. It helps lead to a rise of consumer economies all across the United States now that markets are connected through railroads. And that was it. Here is our recap. New technologies dramatically increase production and sales of goods. Thank you for watching. If you would like to watch the next lecture, you can click on the video link on the screen, and if you're looking for more practice to help you on the AP exam, you can visit APUSHslides.com. I wish you the very best in all of your studying and look forward to seeing you back on the next lecture.